My beloved brothers and sisters, fasting in Ramadan is not only about staying hungry and thirsty. Many people complete the fast from dawn until sunset, yet they feel no change in their heart, no closeness to Allah, and no peace within themselves. The body fasts, but the tongue does not. The stomach fasts, but the eyes and behavior do not. Ramadan was not given to us just to change our eating schedule. It was given to transform our character. Sometimes a person finishes the entire month, but the habits, anger, gossip, and distractions remain exactly the same. This is why some people fast, yet gain very little reward. Allah does not only look at your hunger, He looks at your sincerity, your actions, and your effort to improve. Ramadan is an opportunity, but only the one who protects their behavior truly benefits from it. Controlling hunger, but not the tongue. Fasting teaches restraint, yet many people limit restraint only to food and drink. They protect their stomach carefully, but leave their speech unguarded. Words flow easily during the day, complaints, arguments, and careless remarks. By evening, the body is tired and hungry, but the heart feels heavy instead of peaceful. This happens because the tongue continued what the stomach stopped. Ramadan was not sent only to change eating habits, it was sent to change character. When the tongue harms others, the reward of fasting weakens. The fast is meant to soften you, not irritate you. Guarding speech is part of guarding worship. A person who fasts with patience in words experiences calmness beyond hunger. The tongue is small yet powerful. A single sentence can comfort someone or deeply hurt them. During fasting, emotions feel stronger and irritation comes quickly. You may excuse harsh speech because you are tired. But Ramadan trains you to respond with patience precisely when you feel provoked. Holding back one angry reply for Allah is greater than holding back one meal. When you pause before speaking, you strengthen self-control. This control spreads into the rest of your behavior. Slowly, your reactions become gentler. Complaining also reduces the beauty of fasting. You repeat how long the day feels and how hungry you are. Yet fasting is meant to build gratitude, not frustration. Instead of complaining, remember why you fast. You fast because Allah invited you to worship Him in a special way. Shifting your thoughts changes your speech. Gratitude replaces irritation and your heart feels calmer. Backbiting is another danger. Speaking about others' faults may feel normal in conversation, but it empties spiritual reward quietly. Ramadan should protect you from such habits. If a discussion turns negative, choose silence or change the topic kindly. Silence in such moments is not weakness, it is obedience. Your quietness becomes a shield for your fast. Jokes can also cross limits. Humor is good, but mocking or embarrassing others harms hearts. Fasting should increase kindness. Before speaking, consider whether your words would please Allah. This awareness filters your speech naturally. You begin choosing words that heal rather than hurt. Remembering Allah helps control speech. When your tongue repeats simple remembrance, it has less space for harmful talk. Saying dhikr fills pauses that might otherwise become gossip. Over time, remembrance becomes your habit. You feel peace because your words carry benefit. Arguments often arise when patience is low. Someone may speak harshly to you during fasting. Your instinct is to respond. Yet the Prophet ﷺ taught that the fasting person should say they are fasting and avoid escalating conflict. Walking away protects your reward and your heart. You leave the argument with dignity. Speech also includes online communication. Messages typed in anger carry the same weight as spoken words. During Ramadan, pause before responding digitally as well. Patience applies everywhere. Thoughtful responses preserve relationships and reward. The tongue reflects the heart. When your heart remembers Allah, your words soften. When your heart forgets, speech becomes careless. Use Ramadan to train your inner state. As your heart improves, speech improves naturally. Apologizing quickly is also important. If you speak wrongly, admit it and seek forgiveness. Humility repairs harm. You feel relief because you corrected the mistake instead of ignoring it. This honesty strengthens character. Listening matters too. Sometimes controlling the tongue means choosing not to participate in harmful conversations. Excusing yourself gently protects your peace. You avoid situations that weaken your fast. Parents, Spouses and colleagues deserve patience, especially during fasting. They experience hunger as well. Kindness in these moments carries extra reward. Small acts of gentleness make Ramadan peaceful for everyone. Over days, you notice a change. Your reaction slow and your anger decreases. People feel safer around you. This is the real fruit of fasting, improved character. Your dua also becomes stronger. A guarded tongue brings sincerity. You speak to Allah with humility because you practiced humility with people. Worship connects together. Always remember, controlling hunger without controlling the tongue leaves fasting incomplete. When you protect your speech, your fast gains meaning. You end the day not only hungry but spiritually satisfied, carrying a calmness that remains even after the meal. Wasting time in distractions and social media. Ramadan is a month of limited days, yet many people feel it passes quickly without leaving an impact. One major reason is distraction. Hours slip away unnoticed while you scroll, watch and jump from one thing to another. You begin the day intending worship, but your attention becomes scattered. By the time you look up, the afternoon has gone. You feel tired but not spiritually fulfilled. Fasting is not only abstaining from food, it is learning to be mindful of how you spend your time. Every moment in Ramadan carries multiplied reward, yet distraction quietly steals it. The heart cannot absorb guidance when it is constantly occupied. Protecting your time is part of protecting your fast. Social media especially pulls the mind continuously. A few minutes turn into long stretches without awareness. Your thoughts become crowded with opinions, arguments and images that disturb inner calm. Instead of remembering Allah, you remember posts and comments. Afterward, your mind feels restless. Reducing this exposure brings immediate relief. Silence gives your heart room to breathe again. Distraction also weakens intention. You may perform acts of worship, yet your mind remains elsewhere. You pray but think about notifications. You read Qur'an but hurry to return to entertainment. Presence disappears. When you limit distraction, your attention returns to worship. Even short recitation feels meaningful. You do not need to abandon technology completely. Instead, set clear times for use. Choose moments after necessary duties rather than constant checking. Structure creates balance. Your day becomes purposeful instead of reactive. You control the device rather than it controlling you. Replace some screen time with reflection. Sit quietly for a few minutes after Fajr. Think about your goals for Ramadan and your relationship with Allah. These quiet moments calm the mind. Reflection gives direction to your worship. Family interaction can also replace distraction. Speak kindly, help with tasks, and share reminders. Meaningful conversation strengthens relationships and brings reward. You feel connected rather than isolated behind a screen. Reading Qur'an fills the mind with guidance. When you replace empty scrolling with recitation, your thoughts improve. Verses remain in your memory and influence behavior. The heart feels nourished rather than overstimulated. Another benefit is better concentration in prayer. Constant digital stimulation shortens attention span. Reducing it allows focus to grow. You stand in salah with awareness. This awareness brings tranquility. Nighttime requires caution as well. Many stay awake late for entertainment and miss early worship. Balance your evening so rest supports worship. Adequate sleep helps you wake with energy and sincerity. During waiting moments, use remembrance instead of checking devices. Simple phrases of dhikr calm your mind. Over time, your habit changes. Remembrance becomes natural and comforting. Avoid content that increases negativity. Arguments and heated discussions disturb your heart. Choose beneficial material or step away entirely. Protecting emotional peace is part of fasting. You will notice improved mood. Without constant stimulation, your thoughts slow and your patience increases. Small inconveniences no longer upset you deeply. Calmness replaces agitation. Ramadan teaches discipline. Controlling food is one form, controlling attention is another. Both strengthen willpower. When you manage your focus, you gain confidence in self-control. Use reminders to keep intention strong. Before opening a device, ask if it benefits your hereafter. This simple question guides decisions. Awareness grows with practice. Always remember, wasting time in distraction quietly reduces the reward of fasting. When you guard your attention, every hour gains value. Your heart becomes present, your worship becomes meaningful, and Ramadan leaves a lasting change that continues even after the month ends. Continuing gossip and backbiting. One of the quietest ways a person loses the reward of fasting is through gossip and backbiting. You may stay hungry all day, but the tongue feeds on the faults of others. Conversations feel normal, and you may not even notice when the talk turns towards someone's mistakes. Yet Ramadan is meant to purify the heart, not entertain it with people's shortcomings. When you speak about someone in their absence in a way they would dislike, you injure your own worship. The fast is supposed to restrain desires, including the desire to discuss others. Guarding your words becomes part of guarding your devotion. The hunger you feel should remind you to control more than food. It should remind you to control speech. Gossip often begins harmlessly. A complaint, a story, or a small criticism enters conversation naturally. You may tell yourself it is just sharing or venting, but repeated talk about others' lives trains the heart to focus outward instead of inward. Ramadan invites you to examine yourself, not others. When you redirect attention to your own improvement, you grow spiritually. Silence helps you notice your own flaws gently. This awareness encourages humility. Backbiting damages relationships even when the person never hears it. It plants negativity in your heart. You begin seeing people through their weaknesses instead of their dignity. Over time, your trust decreases and your peace weakens. Ramadan should increase compassion, not suspicion. Choosing kind speech heals your perception and restores balance. If you find yourself in a gathering where gossip begins, respond calmly, change the topic, speak positively, or excuse yourself politely. You do not need confrontation. Gentle redirection is enough. Your intention matters. Protecting your fast sometimes requires stepping away quietly. Remember that every person carries private struggles. The fault you mention may be something they are trying to overcome. Speaking about it publicly increases their burden. Mercy toward others invites mercy toward you. Allah loves the servant who conceals rather than exposes. Backbiting also weakens the sweetness of worship. After engaging in harmful speech, you may notice your prayer feels distant. Your heart struggles to focus. This is not coincidence. Sin creates heaviness. Guarding speech keeps the heart light and attentive. Use remembrance to replace gossip.